So I complain about my wife because she doesn't have compassion with me. I also complain about my business partner because he doesn't show respect.
How many of you have had the thought that someone isn't showing you the respect you deserve? You thought those were your thoughts? That is pure ego. Those are our thoughts. So,
It doesn't feel like that.
no, it doesn't feel like it because the ego, it really is identified as a you, the you believe you to be. And in this case, you're the one that has not been respected. That's your identification.
Yeah.
And continue.
I complain about my wife again because she's always critical and never positive.
That's old, isn't it? That's very old.
Well, I know her for a long time, so that's true.
And the next one?
I complain about my wife because she worries too much.
Okay. If you're not getting along with your wife or your husband before you go to work, doesn't it affect your business day?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so read that one again.
I complain about my wife because she worries too much.
Now I'm going to follow this card, okay? Your wife worries too much. Is that true?
Well, she could worry more or less, so it's not too much.
Okay. Your mind, it opened up. So continue to consider your wife worries too much. Can you absolutely know that it's true that she worries too much?
No, because when she worries, she does do it anyway, so...
Okay, so what's going on here? Remember, the answer to the first two questions is only one syllable.
Oh, yeah.
So your mind, it's like trying to protect itself, the ego trying to protect itself. Mm-hmm. It's not right or wrong, it's just about noticing. Mm-hmm. So let's start over. Your wife worries too much. Is that true?
No.
Your wife worries too much. How do you react? What happens when you believe that thought?
I get irritated. I feel a lack of optimism. Sometimes I feel depressed. I want to shout at her, or I do actually shout at her. I even get mad at the children when she is expressing her worries. So that's how I react. And I want to go away and go outside and be alone.
What I'm experiencing now is your courage. You're really, it seems to me, thoroughly answering that third question, how you react when you believe the thought. You see those images in that same situation, who would you be without the thought she worries too much? This is the question. Some of you experience compassion because you really can see that person, look into their eyes and listen to the words that they're actually saying as she worries and worries and worries. Do you hear her words? You see her eyes? Who would you be without the thought she worries too much?
The thing is, she phoned me this morning because our eldest daughter is sick. And she was really like, what should I do? Should she go to school? How should I be with her? And then I felt, I'm not sure if it's compassion, but I could be with her on the phone, with her worries. I could really care for her worries.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's compassion. It feels like caring.
Yeah.
It's like being in contact, being...
intimate, connected.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, rather than
distant,
worried and distant and wanting to hang up. Very different.
I just had done the work.
Yeah.
And she phoned, so...
Yeah, good, good, yeah.
It seems to work somehow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So with the thought, you become worried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And without the thought, you can hear her. and it doesn't become all about you. So let's turn it around.
She doesn't worry too much.
So give me an example. In that situation where she wasn't worried too much.
Well, her worries were authentic or fair or...
You told us what she said on the phone, and I didn't hear a worried woman. I heard a woman asking you, what should she do about this situation? What should she do with the dog? What should she do? She was asking you questions.
Yeah.
She may have been worried, but what we do know is you were worried.
That's right. Yeah, I was worried. Because I thought, okay, maybe I have to go back home and I can't be here, and I want to be here.
Yeah.
So that's just my worry.
So you were
maybe
worried.
I worry too much.
So you projected onto her she was worried. And I don't know if she was or not, but I heard
She didn't
you say
say so. I just thought so.
she was asking you questions. That's what I heard you say.
Mm-hmm. And she was investigating how should I handle this situation.
Yes, and calling someone she respects.
I'm not sure about that, but that might be true.
Well, if someone's asking me questions, at least I'm still in the contest of. If you perceive your wife when she calls you as being worried, you're going to take that into your business world. People are going to say, what do I do about this? What do I do about that? What do I do? Oh, don't know what to do. What do I do about this? And if you've really done your work, you're just simply hearing questions. That's all.
I can recognize this because now it's more about my wife, but I can also recognize this when with business partners or clients or whatever, and within business.
Thank you. Well done.
I just spoke to my wife. She was really upset because I didn't phone her at the time that I had agreed to phone her. So thankful for this experience because it really helped me today to listen in a different way to her. I could hear her worry because she was worried for me. What's going on? Why don't you phone me? What's happening to you? Are you okay? That's what she actually said.
Wow. That sounds like lovemaking.
Yeah. I think I want to go home now.
Are all
This really works, you know.